Okay, this is Dr. Williamson. I'm going to do a chemical reaction problem that includes both the mole map and a balanced chemical equation. Okay, so here I've got a balanced chemical equation, CH4 plus 2O2 makes CO2 plus two waters. I'm presuming all of these are in the gas phase for right now. So let's write all in the gas phase right now. All right. So I'm not going to write subscript G on all of these for right now. Then it says, how many grams of O2 are made by reacting 10 grams of methane with excess O2? So what I know is, first off, when it says how many grams of O2 with CH4, excuse me, H2O with CH4, I know that I'm looking at this and I'm looking at this. I can ignore these two guys. As a matter of fact, it says excess O2. And if it says excess something, that means ignore that. So I'm just looking at these two. And what I've taught you guys before for balanced chemical equations, the balancing, these chemistry recipes are always in moles. So this means 1 mole of methane will produce 2 moles of water. Problem is, I have grams of methane, not moles of methane. I have to convert my grams of methane into moles of methane. With that, I can use my mole map. Here I am at grams of methane. And to go to moles of methane, it says to divide by the molar mass. So I've got here 10 grams of methane. Grams of methane. And when I look up the molar mass of carbon and hydrogen and so on, I'm going to get CH4 is basically 12.05 grams per 1 mole. So I could divide this by 12.01 grams per 1 mole, and it would absolutely work. But what I'm going to do is invert and multiply, because that's how chemistry professors like to see it done. So I'm going to take this fraction and turn that frown upside down. And if I invert this, I'm going to have 1 mole of methane H4 over 12.0505 grams of methane. Look right. Now I've converted it to moles. I'm done with the mole map now. What I need to do now is use my recipe, my balanced chemical equation, to turn my methane into water. Okay, so I take this stuff right here and I'm going to make a fraction out of it. And I'm going to put 1 mole of methane over 2 moles water. When I do that, I see that grams of methane cancel with grams of methane. That leaves me moles of methane. Moles of methane cancel with moles of methane. And this should be, was a mistake. Whoops, 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 whoops. Sorry about that, guys. It was a brief phone call. Anyway, I got to go and I got to put water in there. Got to be purple. H2O. Now, I am at moles of water, and it asked for grams of water. So now I need to go this way from moles to grams. And what I actually need to do is put the arrow on the other side. Moles to grams, I got to go this way. And I have to multiply by the molar mass. When I look up the molar mass of methane, of water on the periodic table, that's going to be 18.02 grams per 1 mole. So let's do that in a different color because I feel like it. Times 1 mole of water I'm not putting 2 here. You're looking at this 2 up here, which is the 2 here. I already used it up right here. Okay, it's used up there. You don't put a 2 here. It's 1 mole. That's 18.02 grams of water equals, erase this stuff. Okay. Moles of water, cancel with moles of water. And I'm going to get equals, now I'm going to have here 10 times 2 times 18.02 divided by 12.05. That's going to give me 29 0.9 grams of water. Okay, that's how you do that, guys. I hope that helps. I'll do some more later.